Hi everyone, I am live. I'll be here. I'll be here for 35 minutes because I got a doctor's appointment at 1:30, and then from there I have to go to my therapist appointment. Then from there I go to my daughter's to take her birthday present, which is that purple bowl. So it gets to go officially to her house. And you know what? I was going through my stuff and I found out I don't have to use that chrome paint no more, which turned my hands and half my kitchen chrome because I found a chrome pen. So I do own a chrome pen. So I have a chrome pen, a silver pen, and a gold pen. So, hi, this is Love and Sparkles, aka Cindy. So, I was wanting a cup of coffee, but I got up and I took a bath and I did my hair. I conditioned my hair because I got up and the side was sticking out there like hair all fuzzy. Hi, Sandy. And I mean, it looked like powdered cotton candy been spun. It was awful. And so I just kind of did a conditioning. Hi, everyone that's here. A conditioning thing on it because I'm going tomorrow because, I got all this silver, the roots coming in. There they are. You can hardly see them because the color of my hair, but they're there. So I'm doing the roots because, we're going on our haunted hotel stay Saturday. And so I wanted to get the roots done for that. So it was so funny because I sat there the other night and I was like, hey, I can make us protection bottles because I was all for protection bottles. He's like, oh no, I don't want one of them. I want the full experience. They can come get me. And I'm sitting there thinking, dude, you don't know. I'm an empath. I'm a full empath. I said, they're going to come. They're going to come. So I'm definitely wearing, my obsidian necklace, my tiger eye necklace, I might throw me a little something in my pocket, I might have me a little extra. A little extra. But he was like, I'm like, you don't understand. Hi, J&M. I said, they're going to come. I said, they'll come just to say hi to me. I said, because you don't understand. I said, you're talking to the person that, like, when when you're really hurting, I feel it. I can actually feel it. I said, I physically feel the pain. That's why I shut that part down when I was a nurse because I felt it. I mean, if something was really wrong with someone, I felt it. I didn't just have to do vital signs and all this. I felt it. I might not know what it was. My chains have tangled again, but I might not know what it was, but I could feel it was wrong. I actually have a pentagram, so I'll drop that little puppy on one of these chains because I'm gonna have to take it apart so I do have pentagram. I'll have to dig that little. It's up there on the thing, and I will plop it on here. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you. I knew I might have to wear something because, yeah, I'm full. I'm full empath now. I mean, I can, and I sent him a message because he said he was going to go up in the woods walking, and he was limping pretty bad last night, and he was going to go hunting for turkeys, and he was limping pretty bad, and I literally heard clear as day. I would have thought I was awake, and I heard him say my name. So I mean, it was like he was in the room with me. And, I got plenty of quartz. I can grab one of them. Thank you. So I'll grab me a quartz and I'll put, because I got to rip one of these suckers off to get them apart. So I'll put the pentagram on with this. So I'll put the pentagram on with the tree. So see, I have the little tree with the obsidian. Get my hair unstuck from the tiger's eye. Hi, Nut. So yes, so I will carry a quartz, and it will be with me on me, and I'll put a pentagram on with the a tree, because I'm going to need it because I'm full. I mean, like when he's really hurting, I physically feel it. I mean, it's not like I can be like, I physically feel it. I mean, it's like I feel the pain. And it's really weird because when my full empath came back, well, actually, after I died and came back, it's worse. It's like I feel it. Like, and I didn't even know what he did in the military. Did not know. I knew he'd been military. I did not know what he did military. And we were talking one night, and there was a show, and someone said, "Oh well, he committed suicide because he just couldn't deal with what happened, and it was so bad he just couldn't." I was like, "Well, can something be so bad?" And Jim looked at me and he said, "Yeah, it can be so bad." I said, "Well, has what you've gone through been that bad?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's been that bad." I mean, and I could just see the torment in his eyes. I mean, the torment that was in that man's eyes was so deep and so bad, it just shattered my soul. And I just couldn't even go there. I couldn't imagine being a therapist because I felt it was soul shattering how I felt for him. And I just didn't want him to see the how bad it hurt me. I mean, it really kind of hurt me, and I felt so bad for him, and I almost felt pity for him. I hate to say that because I felt so bad for him. So I kind of didn't want him to see it in my eyes how bad I felt for him because I could see the pain in his soul. I didn't know what he'd gone through. I didn't know what he'd done, what he'd had done when in his past. That he had those kind of demons chasing his ass, but I could see him. It was like I could see him in his eyes. He didn't want me to see him, but I could see him. It was weird. I could feel him. It was just weird. And when you have that kind of empath abilities, it's just so I know I was just like, I was like, you just don't know. You're gonna get something because they're gonna come after me. I was like, they're gonna come after my butt. So it's gonna be a very interesting weekend. So I'll let you know how it goes. But it's like a 3.5 hour drive up there. Now on my painting, I've only got a space this big left on my painting. This big old lot of oranges and golds and a little bit of reds and pinks. And you wouldn't believe with all these oranges, reds, and pinks how beautiful it's on the Nix's Whipping Chat. But it is absolutely turning out absolutely beautiful. But it is almost done. It is stunning, is what the word is. I am going to try. How do you actually? I mean, I'm going to try to open it. How do you actively open your third eye? I mean, is there a way to actively open it? Tell me, tell me. I mean, tell me. I mean, but I was like in that state of I was just waking up, and then all of a sudden, clear as day. I mean, it sounded like he was standing right next to me and said, "Hey, Cindy," just clear as day. I mean, I almost turned around and like, "What'd you need?" I was like, "Yeah, what you need?" And it was like, and then I realized he's not standing in the room. What are you talking about? And I was like, and I actually grabbed my phone. I was like, I looked at my phone and I didn't see nothing. And I was like, was he standing outside the window or something? And then I drifted back off. And when I woke up, I sent him a text or a messenger. And I was like, did you need me for something about 40 minutes ago or what? I haven't heard back from him. But I mean, it was clear as if he'd been standing right next to me. So I don't know what was I mean, it was that clear. Okay, because yeah, I mean, if you could tell me how to open it, yeah, I mean, because last time I went, I was pretty shut down, but this time I'm wide open, and it's like, yeah. Hmm. Oh, and that dragon, it turned out awesome, guys. That laser, it looks holographic laser etched. And I mean, it turned out, and I told him, I said, you get the first one, because all my virgin resin things I hand to him, I'm like, here's the first one. And he was like, I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it. He says, I just thought you were bullshitting me. He said, I didn't believe it would do that just from being in the mold. Oh, yes. That would be awesome. Just let me know how much. Yes, yes. But he said, I didn't believe it would do that just being in that little mold. He said, I didn't believe, I didn't think it would look that good. He said, but that's freaking awesome. He said, I'm going to get a black background and put it in a shadow box. He said, that looks freaking awesome. I mean, it was like, he's like, that is just beautiful. And it is. It was really gorgeous. I mean, because when you just looked at it, you could see it just all the holographic cuts on it. And I don't know how it does that. I'm gonna make me one, but my colors are blue, different shades of blue. So I'm gonna do different shades of blue, and then I'm gonna get that stuff that'll make it stick to your. And my door's glass, and I'm gonna do it on my glass door. When you walk up to my door, it'll be this blue shades of blue dragon that meets you on my front door. I figured that'd be kind of badass. It's like, yeah. And then I'm gonna do me that shelf that has a star on it. And then I can put my quartz crystals and stuff like that and have them, have that. That'd be kind of cool. Because that'd be neat. And see, that's some of the stuff I'm thinking about doing and having in the Let Your Witch Goddess Free is like giveaways in the weekly giveaways. Because I got those and I got tea light candle that are crystals that come up, and then I'm gonna make like the oval trinket, like put your pins and your wax and stuff in that you can put your stuff in. Yeah, so I'm kind of incorporating diamond painting in the resin because I'm going to take different diamond paintings and use my spare drills because I've got so many spare drills I don't need them all. And so I don't need them all. So will use those and take the extras and throw them in the tray. So I'll make so many trays up with the keeping track of the time. It's 12. So because I got to leave here at 12:30 or 12:40. I'll have to take the spare drills that I have extras that I don't need to keep my spares, and then I'll put those in trays because I think my tray mode comes in my next shipment. And then I'll just have those and make so many trays, and then and then that will be my number of trays for that canvas. So it'll be like for this canvas, I'll have so many trays, and for the next canvas, I'll have so many trays, and start do that way. Oh, and guys, hi Anita. My next thing I'm doing, my eyebrows, because like 6 years ago I got them microbladed and powdered. Okay. And I decided this year I'm going to go ahead and get them repowdered. I found they're having a special where you can get them done for half price. So I'm going to get them repowdered. So they'll be repowdered, and that'll be the last time I get them done, unless I find another special, sometime. So they'll be powdered again, which will mean I won't have to try to put color in them because it's a pain in the butt because I don't have hardly any more. So I'm getting really good deal. It's like $300, and they're normally like anywhere from $650 to $700 to get your eyebrows powdered. So I was like, yeah, $300, I'll do that. And then after that, it's like pay off credit cards or spend $3 for, a mold here, $3 for a mold there. Because that's basically what I've been paying for molds. I mean, right now, I did pay like, I think $8 for a tic-tac-toe mold, but I'm always, yeah, I used to have my eyebrows that went all the way across. Now I don't have hardly any. I mean, they're like little strings. And so, it's like, yeah, they're hardly anything. I mean, like, they're like hardly anything. I have to get this goop and like spread it on, and yeah, it's like horrid, horrid, horrid. And so she's gonna go in and actually, they don't really tattoo them on deep. They just kind of powder it in and fill in what little you have left and give it some definition and shape. So yeah, it actually saves them. The packages I sent out last week, the girl who won week 2 of the Level-a-thon is getting her package today. And then I almost forgot where I put those things. And then the girl, Deborah Allison, got her canvas yesterday. She got her oh God, what was that? The Star Wars canvas. So she got it yesterday. So those went out. Took me a little bit to remember how to use pirate ship. Been so long since I used pirate ship. I was like, oh, how do I use this thing? I had to find my kitchen mat thing, and it's so funny. I didn't have the right size boxes, and I wasn't going to pay shipping for these big ass boxes. So I took these boxes and I pulled out my bread knife, and I sawed these boxes down with my bread knife, literally. In there with my bread knife, cutting them down to the sizes I wanted, and then packing tape and made boxes, literally. Oh, and my painting abilities have been taken away from me. You're going to die laughing because, you hadn't been over here to paint for a while, and I wanted the rest of my wall painted. I'll put the painting progress in. And so I went and got a drill from him, and I hadn't used drilling forever. So he goes, well, I thought you knew how to use that drill. And I was like, oh, no, I knew I'd figure it out. So I went over and got the drill and figured out how to put the sturdy thing on the drill. And he said, I remember I told you number 1. I said, oh, yeah. And he said, well, I knew if you did 2, you'd have paint flung all over that back porch. And he was like, I knew that. So thank God he told me 1, because I would have had paint slung all over the back porch. But still, okay, so I was painting. Well, I used the plastic. That was bad plastic. I put the plastic down. I hate plastic. Okay, with plastic, it was sticking to everything. So I ended up with black paint all over my feet. So my feet were black. Then I was trying to get it off my feet. Well, then I had black all over my hands. Well, I bought the little head things, the head cover things, shower hats from Dollar Tree. Well, I had my hair all on my head. It didn't cover my head. I had 2 of them. I had one on the front and one on the back of my hair. It didn't cover my hair. So I had 2 of those things on my head. So he gets over here in the evening, and he just stops and looks at me. His jaw dropped, and he is busting up, like he's doubled over laughing. He's like, what the hell, woman? And I'm like, what? He goes, your feet are black. Your hands are black. I said, I washed them. And I did wash. I got most of it off, but I still had black on I said, they were solid black. I said, what you talk about? He goes, what? I said, yes, they were solid black. And they were like, it looked like I dunked my hands in the black and dunked my feet in black. And he goes, they were worse. And I was like, yeah, they were solid black. And so he was like, oh my God. I said, this is after I cleaned up. And so I was like, they were solid black. I said, like black. And I said, this is from that stupid plastic thing. I said, I kept getting tangled up in it. And he is just dying laughing. He's let me see your job. And he's like in there with a flashlight looking at it, going, looks good though. You didn't miss any, and I don't see no show through. I mean, he's in there with a flashlight. Because I mean, he's in there. He goes, "It looks good." I was just like, I was like, mm. So I don't know if he's gonna hit it one more time or what, but he was like, I'll paint the black from now on." He took away my painting abilities. I was like, "So you don't want me to help you with black no more?" And he was like, "No, no, no. I'll paint the black from now on." So my painting, he said, "You have it on your face. He goes, you have black everywhere." He goes, "I don't know how, but you've turned yourself into a little black person. You have black everywhere." He goes, "You got a little bit on the carpet." He goes, "You got black everywhere. It's on your feet, it's on your toenails, it's on your hands, it's on your arms, it's on your face. No, I will paint. I will do the black paint. I will do the painting from now on. I will paint." He goes, "You just skittle on out of here. I will do the painting from now on. Bye bye." Out, out, out. It's just, he just looks at me, shakes his head, and laughs. He's like, "I'll do the painting. I'm doing the black painting. Bye." He just shakes his head. He looks at me and just starts chuckling and shooing me out of the room. I'm doing paint. I'm doing painting. I was just like, what? I mean, I was just like, well, I said, ah, ah. He's like, out, 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 out. But he is a little perfectionist when he paints. I mean, he does. He gets like a headlamp light and make sure he doesn't mix a speck. I mean, a speck. I mean, when he does a job, he is like a little OCD perfectionist. He told me, he said, "I got ADHD and all them other little alphabets." Because he says, "I used to have to take meds for all them little alphabets until I just got tired of taking all of the meds." And we were watching the originals. I don't know what episodes we're on, but we're on the episode where Elijah just blew up the house with Finn in it. But we were on the episode where Cammy just told him sometimes the being in all the counseling sessions don't work, and you just got to hand them the list with all the honeydews and the man jobs. And he goes, "Yeah, the honeydew list, the honeydew list, the man job list." And like he knew, he just had this thing. He goes, "Yep, that honeydew list just gets you out of your head list." He goes, "Yep, know all about that, know all about that, just get you out of your head." And I said, "Is that what you're doing? The man job list, the honey?" He goes, "Yep, that honeydew list." I was looking around my house and I goes, "That's what he's doing, the honeydew list." Because he looked at me and he said, "Yep, next time Robert leaves, we're going Lowe's." I was like dying laughing, because we're almost done with the room. We got one, almost two walls done. We're working on the third wall. Then we only have one wall left of the painting of the bedroom. And then in the living room, it's just shooting up that top ring. And then we need to go get the tile for the living room floor, or the kitchen floor. So, so we got to go get more stuff. So it's like, the honeydew list. And so it was like the honeydew list. It's like, I was dying laughing. He calls it the honeydew list. I mean, it was so funny. It was kind of funny. I mean, he literally calls it the honeydew list. And then it's like going in the bathroom and, doing the touch up, clean up and fine touches. And it's funny. It is funny. He calls it the honeydew list. I was just like cracking up. But he just calls it the get you out of your head list. Because he relates to the originals. I mean, he's just like all about the originals. But he was like, both me and him were like, with Finn, he's like, his head just needs to implode. And I'm like, it needs to melt. We're both hearing, I'm like, I'm getting here vicious. I mean, we were like, he just needs to blow up. About that time, the house blew up. I was like, hey, They listened to us. By the time he was so evil, we both wanting that man to blow up. I mean, we were just like, he needs to blow up. I mean, both of us. I mean, we'd watched our romantic comedy, you know, so then we were like watching our let's blow him up. It's like God. But see on the top up there, that ridge where on my ceiling up there, where it's got that where it's because he wants to go up there and clean all that up there, and that's where it's where that whole thing is falling down about an inch, and then the error comes out when the stuff, and he wants to clean all that up and then tack it up to the ceiling. But it was so funny. It was like it's hilarious watching him watch that. It's like comical. It was hilarious. So yeah, my hair is like soaking wet right now because I just got done conditioning because it was like, oh my God, sticking way out and fuzzy and frizzy because it's been doing nothing but raining and humid and icky. And icky bad. It was like icky bad. It's one of those icky bad things. Oh man. Ugh. So fun. But yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna pour next, but I'm gonna pour something. Not sure what. Let's see what else I can come up with to make. I might do a gecko. See if he says he has googly eyes. I'm gonna get some googly eyes and put in the gecko. Or I might do the dragonfly paperweight. Or I might make some crystals. I don't know. Might come up with something. I'll come up with something. But I'll come up with something. I don't know. Oh, I just got up at 10, 10:30. Well, I woke up at 9 when I heard his voice, you know, say, "Hey, Cindy." And I was like, what? No, kind of, wide awake. Oh, it's crazy last night, it was like, didn't get hungry to eat until about 11:30. It was so funny because he comes over. I told him I wanted to watch where he called turkeys into his car, and he said, "Well, you can't see him, you can just hear him." And I was like, "Oh." He said, "But we can watch that movie." And I was like, "Okay." So we start watching movies at almost midnight, and then we watched the movie and then that episode, and I was like, "Well, now I'm hungry because I hadn't eaten all day." So made pizza. So we're eating pizza and watching a movie in the originals that's starting at 11:30 at night. It's like, oh wow, and I got to be at the doctor's at 1:30. Like and then I got to get my hair done tomorrow at 10:30, and then Saturday we got to leave at noon, and I'm gonna go break my piggy bank at Saturday. I'm gonna dig it out from under the bed. Oh gosh, no está. Then I'm gonna go by Dollar Tree and drag out some popsicle sticks and see what they have in their resin area. Because they always got neat resin stuff. They always do. Because I got little stuff. Dollar Tree always has little trinket stuff. And it's better to buy at Dollar Tree than regular stores. I'm a Dollar Tree queen. Run in and check it out. Has anyone bought anything from DAC lately? Diamond Art Club? Only thing I bought was that big butterfly painting. I like that big big pink butterfly. Did y'all see those wind chimes I put up? Those were beautiful. Because all of my wind chimes have bit the big weenie. They have all, I mean, they're old. They're all like 10 years old. And so all the little hanging things have fallen off. I mean, they've all died. They've all died. And so I thought, you know what little pieces are left, I can make these that are coming in, and I can take what's left on them and add them to them and make these and kind of, improvise and make my own. They haven't really had much. The butterfly was the only thing I've really seen. And so I kind of I got the butterfly because I liked it. I liked the colors in it. And so I got the butterfly, and it was round. And round ones, I was like, I want a round one because I can knock round ones out pretty quick. And I want something I can do fast. Because I got so many, I want to knock some out fast. And so, because I got this one, it's square, and I'm trying to get it done. I want to do that dragon dancer and get it done because I want to get my bedroom walls done. Because I'm kind of get the walls done. Because this is going on my bedroom wall, and dragon dancer's going up on my bedroom wall. Because I want to get my bedroom walls done. And I'm doing dragon dancer for Nix's event because she said if it's a big one, she'll take it even if you've started on it, and it's a big one. So I mean, it's huge. It's huge. So she should take it. So I'll take a picture of it, lay it out to show her the size. And I'll lay it out and I'll kit it up. So do all that. It's massive. It's like 100. I think it's like 100 and something. And it gets massive. Massive. I mean, it's super massive. So she should take it because it's going to take me a couple months. And for me, that's saying something. And so this is going to go on one wall. And then I have the Once in a Blue Moon on one wall. And then Dragon Dancers is on another wall. And then Melody and Pink's on another wall. And then Millennium Tree will be on another wall. So it's like, yeah. I'm pretty much going to have a Josephine wall room. And that's why I picked the lavender and the black. So it's like, in my bedroom wall colors are the lavender that is like right below my chin. So it's a really soft color. And I told him, I said, now isn't that a much prettier, it's livened up my bedroom so much. And he said, actually, you're right. It's a much more pleasant color. He said, makes it happier in here. He said, it's not so I said, yeah. He said, you'll be a much happier person when you wake up. I said, yes. And that's coming from a man. That is coming from a man. He said, you're going to be a much happier person when you wake up. I said, yes, it is. And he says, yeah, it's a much more pleasant room to wake up in. I said, yes, it is. He says, yeah. So, I mean, to hear that out of a man, that's saying something. So, I mean, when you're hearing that out of a man, that's a much more pleasant room to wake up in than what you have, that is saying something. I mean, technically, that is really saying something. I mean, that is actually saying something because it used to be chocolate brown and tan. And so, yeah, it was really icky colors. And the people who moved my trailer here called it Obama brown. Actually, they called it Obama S brown and something else. I was like, well, it's not staying. And then my trailer was that color. I was like, well, it's not staying that. And I did it was like one room's like a silver blue, one room's they called it money green. I don't know why they call it money green, but it's like a springy green. And that ended up being a bathroom and my dining room. And then my kitchen's like a soft violet. And then the girls' bedroom's like a soft pink and a violet. And the boys' room is still the nasty colors, but it'll get painted one of these days. And the boys' bathroom is the spring green. The hallway is this. It's supposed to be like a soft blue gray, but it's like a silver gray. And then the hallway now is like that gray white brick. And then my bathroom is still that wallpapery stuff, but I'm trying to find us like a teal, and I'm wanting to put like a diamond sparkle in it to where it's got like a sparkly look in it. And I might actually, they got this stuff that you put in resin that's called mirror mirror, and it's not really a glitter, it's like a powder that you put in the resin and stir it in. And I might actually put that in the paint, and it's like a reflective mirror stuff. And I might put that in the paint and stir it into the paint, and it just reflects back. It's a reflective powder, and stir it into the paint, and just get that and put it in the paint and paint the bathroom with it. And put that in the paint. And I'd hate to do that though, because the bathroom's not big enough to do the whole bathroom in it. But I might do it in the bathroom and then do one wall in the craft room with it. I know it's like, and they charge a fortune for their stuff. And actually, Temu has really nice diamond paintings. They really do. And they are really good quality. I found that the ones I've gotten from them, I haven't had any issue with. And they're a whole lot cheaper. So it's like, unless it's something I really, really want, I'm not going to pay $60 and $70. It's like, I'm sorry, they're not much different. When you can go to Days Dream and get one, and they're not that expensive, and you can go other places and get stuff that's just as good quality. I'm sorry, unless it's something I really, 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 really want, I'm not going to pay that much. Just not. It's like, it's like that they're, I don't know, because it's resin drills, but you can go other places and get resin drills, and they're not charging that much. So they're charging for their name, and that's ridiculous. They're charging for their name, and then when they hear that you've said something bad about their name, they blackball you. They take away your reward points, and they won't let you buy from them. So that's when that they're charging for their name, and it's pretty much that. So that's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. I still haven't opened my Silhouette, because my Silhouette box got buried, because it's got all kinds of, it's got a box full of paint on it, and then it's got all of our tools on top of it. So I'm like, ew, because it was too cold. I mean, because you can't hydro dip because your water's got to be a certain temp. So it was too cold to hydro dip. It really was. So it's too cold to hydro dip. So it was kind of like, can't hydro dip yet. And so, and I found tons more spray paint. I bought a bunch of spray paint. Now I got like umpteen cans of purple. I got 3 cans of blue, 2 cans of yellow, 3 cans of purple. It's like I am finding spray paint everywhere. I'm going to be the spray queen. I can go out and spray paint all kinds of stuff now because I found all kinds of spray paint. Oh, and guess what? He came in last night and said, "Guess what I found for you?" I'm like, "What?" He goes, "I found you a hog head this big." I mean, that's bigger than the screen. It was like, because I found you a hog head this big. So I guess I could spray paint me and hydro dip me a hog head, like a razorback head, and put it in my garden. So I'm going to hydro dip me a hog head. That ought to be interesting looking. But while he was out walking, oh my God. Well, you know what you could do with that? Well, number one, if you've got spare drills, you could just do your own drills, and it'd be like doing a Hade. That one's if you really like the canvas, just start saving drills and save the ones you know you need. You're not coming in because I'm fixing to leave, so stop it. That is his child. And she did that to me all day yesterday because she knew her man was around somewhere. And oh my God, I told him, I said, your child has drove me nuts all day long. All day long, me and your child she has been bad. She's been bad child. Bad, 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 bad child. I've got a couple that are so bad, I'm probably gonna probably gonna throw them away because they're really not even fit to give to someone because they were when I first started and they are just a hot mess. They're just really a hot mess. They're bad. And I got one that I got 2 of, so I'll probably just give one away because I guess I liked it so much I bought it twice. And I do realize I have bought 2 resin molds twice, and it's to do, believe it or not, it's to do wall fixtures, like your socket fixtures, because I saw where you could hydro dip them. You could like do, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, guys. You could do like white spray paint and gold paint, and because I'm gonna do it, like where my black is down at the bottom. Yep, and just do with your spares. You take white spray paint, put white spray paint, and then you take gold spray paint, okay, and then you hydro dip the mold down into the, and it just kind of, make it marbled. And then you make black resin, because I got the black on the bottom, and you make black cover plates for your receptacles, okay? Now you have black receptacles covers that are marbled with white and gold to put down where those black walls are. And they look awesome, guys, because I got black walls. I don't want to put white wall plates on there. It's just going to look freaking awesome. And up at the top where I have lavender walls, I can make lavender ones, make lavender resin and make, like white and gold marble with lavender. So I can make wall plates to match. And I could do it on lavender. That'll be so cool. Let me grab my shoes real quick. That way I can just hop up and run. This weather where it's cold and cold and cold, and then I'm getting tired of putting heater on, then air conditioner on, and heater on, air conditioner on. And so I've just left it to where it's on air to where if it gets hot enough to where it needs to come on, it's on. And other than that, it's just not on. And so it gets pretty chilly in here if it's not coming on. And so my poor joints, it's like I get up in the morning and it's like, oh, it hurts. And in the evening is like, put on a sweater. So it's like, oh, painful. Oh, painful. It's like, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Oh, it hurts. Oh, pain. Oh, pain. Oh, pain. Oh, pain. It's like, how much can it pain? I mean, it's like you put your arms out. It's like, oh, stiff. Oh, stiff. Even the dog's like moving slow because he's like 12 and he's big. He's like 100 and something pounds. And he's a big old boy and he's 12 years old. So he moves kind of slow and kind of gimpy. And then like Jim's gonna be 56 this year, and he's like looking at him. He's like, I'm kind of gimpy too, boy. Like when he was leaving last night, he was limping on a leg, and getting gimping, and he's like, I'm gimpy too. It's like, oh, geez. It's like gimpy man, gimpy dog. It's like he's like, it's not fair. He's like, you're way older than I am, and you don't gimp as half as bad as I do. It's like, yeah. He said, I think you'd get around much better if the doctor hadn't jacked you up. I said, yep, but I don't trust doctors at all. At all. I said, I have issues, but I won't let them touch me. Will not let them touch me. I said, unless it gets really, really bad, they ain't touching me. He says, I know the feeling. He said, I know there's a feeling. So you got two people here that have issues. Like for 2 weeks here, I sat here and doctored him through a kidney stone. And I kept telling him, I said, I'll leave the door unlocked and if you need to go to the hospital. And he said, I know the point I need to go. So if I have to, I'll come get you. He was like, it was like, yeah. I felt for him because he said when he finally passed it, it was like 3/4 the size of a pea. I was like, oh my God. Can't imagine. That's like birthing a baby. It's like, ooh. It's like, holy crap. Well, guys, I got to head out because I got to be there. And it's a pretty good drive. So I will see you later. And when I get to the girl, I'm almost to the girl. There's a girl over here. Oops. I gotta find that. I just threw it off. I heard it clunk. I heard it clunk. Oh, there it is. I'm almost to the girl. And so when I get to the girl, I'll try to do a whip and chat on the girl. I gotta figure out how to make it get to where I can get it to where you can see her. And I'll do a whip and chat on the girl. I'll see y'all later. And when I get her done, I will be done with the canvas. And she's holding out her hand, and I think she's got a dove on the end of her hand. But that's the last of the canvas. So I will see y'all later. And bye. Love y'all. See y'all later. Bye-bye.